in a lot of times in the Torah, you'll have two words, and that is V'yareta melohecha. You have to fear Hashem. And a lot of times this mitzvah will be on items, not items, I would say, on mitzvot, on things, that's masul lalev. That only Hashem can figure out and nobody else can figure out. A lot of times, you'll see in the Torah, it says, fear Hashem. Do this, fear Hashem. What do you mean, do this, fear Hashem? Obviously you have to fear Hashem. He says, because the person might say, if I don't do this, who's going to know? That's why he says fear Hashem, because Hashem knows. Hashem sees within you if you're doing it or you're not doing it. And one of those things is kina'ah. Kina'ah, a lot of times by jealousy, you cannot know. Sometimes you might be able to tell. Sometimes you can tell in the guy's face that he's jealous of you. You ever see that ever? You ever see somebody ever jealous of you, or a person jealous of somebody else? You could feel the vibe of jealousy. It ever happened to you or no, Jack? You know what I'm talking about. You see that. I think you hear such stories where, like, Rabbi, I'm here and I feel the jealousy coming out. But a lot of times you don't understand that. You don't know that. So therefore, a person might say, "Okay, I'm going to jealous. Nobody's going to figure out. Nobody's going to know about nothing. This and that." So he says, deep down, you have to understand. And that the pasuk says, Hashem knows if you're jealous or not, and you're not allowed to be jealous of somebody else or not. You have to understand. In life, you have to have midot tovot. You have to have good character traits, and that's what it is. A person, everything's going good in his life. Everything's going well in his day. There's no proof that the person has good midot or not good midot. It's when a person gets stepped on or trampled on or shambled or said something where that's when we see midot or not midot. You understand? If everything's nobody's bothering you, you're sitting down, you realize you come to shul, you leave, you have nothing. Okay, of course, wow, the guy's a nice guy. Of course, the guy's a nice guy. Why shouldn't he be a nice guy? But the question is when people are rubbing under your skin, and people are going against you, or things like that, or scream at you, or doing something wrong to you. Now, how are you going to react? You know the whole mask. You know the whole mask situation. Remember in Corona where a person didn't have a mask. Oh, excuse me, sir, could we please your mask? You know what I'm talking about? You go into the supermarket, I'm 25 feet away, put on your mask, please. There was a person in the news, you heard the whole person about it was in the news right now that the person got shot in a supermarket because he told him to put on the mask. He got so fed up with the mask, he shot him. You saw what I'm talking about? Shot him, the guy shot the other guy. Stop with the mask! He shot the guy. You see the guy is a nutcase. You see the guy is midot tovot. Oh, he was doing anything. He was just buying a box of Cheerios. That's what he was doing. He's buying a box of Cheerios, some spaghetti sauce, going down the aisle. Everybody thinks, nice guy. So, hi, how are you, ma'am? How you doing, man? Hey, very nice guy. All of a sudden, the lady says, excuse me, can you put on your mask, please? And there was a fight, all brawl about it. He shot her. Crazy. What do you mean? The guy was the nicest guy. He was just buying his things. The answer is, the person is, when we see a person, why do we see a person? We see the person when he's at actual, when somebody's going actually reverse. When somebody actually is going against or something like that, or stepping on his honor maybe, that's when we see the true colors of the person. Like they say, kiso, kaso, and koso. Show me a person when he gets angry, I'll tell you who he is. Kiso, let's say if somebody, did something about his money, something like that, then we'll see how he reacts. And of course, koso, when a person gets a little bit tipsy, we see exactly who he is as well. You know what I'm saying? Over here, when everybody's neutralized state, you can't really tell. But things go shaky, then we see how his reaction. That's how we can see who the person is. Understand? And that's why it says, in that what? Fear Hashem, because when it comes to jealousy, deep down, I might not know if you're jealous or not jealous, but Hashem knows. And that's what we say, excuse me, stop. But he writes down that there is one jealousy that is good. Of course, not jealousy to promote you to do better. And that is, Yesh makom shehi tova me'od, v'hi midat elyonim, sheyasim kinato al yirat Shamayim. That you should have the kinah of a person that's yirat Shamayim. You see a guy, he's praying, he's going to learn, he has a amazing family of his kids, his children, his girls are very tzniut, and his boys are chachamim, and he say, I want my family to be like that. It's a good jealousy where you're going to say it, that I'm going to copy that, I want to do that. There was one relative of mine, I got a very, very big compliment once. He was looking to get married, and he says, I want to build a family like Rabbi Palacci. I was like, wow, I was shocked. The Shadchanit called me up. She says, why? You have great praise from your relative. I said, what do you mean? He says, that's why I want to build a family like Rabbi Palacci. I have children. I was like, wow, it's a fantastic type of compliment, right? So this person seeing, this family is a good family, a great family. The way it's presented, how they're conducted well, midot manner is good. I want a religious level, you understand what I'm trying to say? It's like that already. You see that chacham over there? I want to reach the level of that type, and therefore that promotes you to do. There was one time a Rabbi Gifta. You ever hear Rabbi Gifta? And he said that when he was younger, he had all rabbis around his. He had like a wall of all rabbis, and he had a big picture frame in the middle. Why not me? It promoted him. He wanted to be like, he was jealous, not jealous in a good, jealous means it gave him a motivation to be great, to attain that level of greatness. I want to be like that. I'm not jealous of the rabbi. I'm jealous of the I want to attain that. That he says that's good. You want to get to that level already. Yeah, I want to get to that. I want to be that. I want to get. Yeah, I want to finally reach that. And that's what he's saying, right? Yirat Shamayim. That's it says. That's what he says. The pasuk Mishlei says, don't be jealous of the guy who's doing averot. A guy might see, he's doing averot. He's having the greatest time. I want to have the best time like he's having. Don't be jealous of that, because first of all, it happens to be. It might look like a great time, but deep down, the person, it's bitter. It's this. It's that. No. Bezrat Hashem kol hayom. But the person who sees the person who's Yirat Shamayim all day long, he's doing the right thing. That is the person that we want to attain attain that derech to. And that's why it says in the pasuk. It says the rabbis teach us kinat sifraim tomei chokhmah. The jealousy of sofrim of scholars will add wisdom. Because let me get higher, let me get greater. Oh wow, he knows. I thought I knew it all. But I seen this guy. Wow, he knows much more. I got to go more and more and more. There was one crazy story about. There was a very great avrech. There was a person learning in the kollel, and he was asked a question, a simple question, and he didn't know. And he got so taken aback where he didn't know. He said, a question like this, I don't know, I'm learning in the kollel for this amount of years, I can't believe I don't know it. Right away he decided, I'm going to go back. It hurt him so much that he went and he learned for 7 years straight. He made sure for the next 7 years he just plugging away, putting his head in the books, and he did it until it became a huge Talmid Chacham. And how did it all start? He said, it started because that one last question that I should have known and I didn't know, that said, whoa, it ate him up. He said, I got to know. This is a motivation as well in that, right? we'll do one more. כי האדם שלא עומד יפוס קנאה בליבו ויאמר זה לא עומד כל יום, גם אני אעשה כן, וכן לעניין המצוות, יקנא כל אחד בבנו. אם יראה רשע ויש בו מידה טובה, יקנא אותו מידה יעשה גם הוא, והמקנא בחברו שהוא עוסק בתורה במעשים טובים, ינום כבבו, יקנא בו שישוב זה עושה גם כך, גם אני אעשה כן, אלא ישוב בליבו, יקנא בו מפני שיש מעלות טובות, מחמת כן הוא נכבד בעיני העולם, יותר ממני משאב בליבות. He says, but it's not good if you're going to be jealous of the guy and say, I'm just jealous of the guy, and it's not going to make you better. Jealous of the guy make you better, obviously. I'm just jealous. No. Make you better to be a better person. Now he writes, always respect the person that has that Yirat Shamayim and that's doing the mitzvot. Always give them the proper respect. He says that a person should always try to go out of his way and help other people to mitchazek. Let's say, for example, you see a guy, he's doing well. Wow, you see a person, they're doing well. You see him, wow, I see you every day in shul now, I see you steiging away, you're learning well. Even the chacham, go to him, Rabbi, unbelievable derush, amazing. It gives the person a booster charge. Not only you should try to strive for higher heights. The person that you see that's striving, that person go over to him and give him Haizuk. You should just know. You might say, no. Everybody feels good with that pat on the back. Wow, thank you very much. You should just know, I see that you're growing so much in the Torah and the mitzvot. I see you coming to shul. I see you learning more. You should just know, I see you and I'm inspired by you. Wow, I'm telling you, this person, you put him in cloud 9. He's in heaven, and that will cause him to even go greater heights because he has a recognition from others that they wow, people actually look at me. I got to go more and more and more and more. Yeah, I'll end off with one amazing story about recognition, and that is, there was a guy in yeshiva. It was a yeshiva, whatever yeshiva, and he was one day he tells his roommate, "I'm leaving the yeshiva." And so he says, "When's your flight?" He says, "I'm in the morning. I'm leaving at 6 in the morning." So 3 o'clock in the morning, his roommate woke up with him, and his roommate says, "Why are you getting up 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm going to the airport. You're not going to the airport. What are you doing?" He says, "No, I know you're going to the airport, but I'm going to take you to the airport." He says, "What do you mean?" He says, "You're my roommate. I respect you a lot. I always looked up to you, and I want to the least I could do for you. I learned from you many things, and I want to." So he says, "Forget it." He cancels the ticket. He stayed an extra 6 months in the yeshiva. He says, "No. If somebody could recognize what I'm doing and everything like that, I'm doing so great." He recognized. He sat another zman in the yeshiva to show you a person compliment. You don't know what a compliment can do, a recognition to somebody. You don't know what it could do to the other person. You don't know. Even with husband and wives, when they say, "Oh, the food is," let's say, for example, your wife worked very hard. How's the food? You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, "I worked 3 hours to make you this soup," and he's like, give the compliment. By the way, it's delicious. This, that. I know the Yirat gets the person. He says, "No, but Rabbi, if I don't tell her, she's gonna make it every single week. I'm not interested. I don't like it." I hear you. There was one guy that actually did that, and he kept on going. He said, "Yeah, it's good." But Rabbi Miller says also, there's a way of saying it also. If you want, it's awesome, but it needs a little bit more salt. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Oh, wow. You didn't knock it. It's awesome. It needs a little more salt. Stop there.